In a recent revelation, Kyler Murray unfollowed the Cardinals on his Instagram and Twitter handles and also removed all team-related photos from the social media accounts. This has led to a lot of speculation about his future after Arizona had a brutal playoff loss at the hands of the Rams. Shannon, this has a breakup written all over it. I've seen this play out before. What's going on here?
Yeah, this is the way these new kids communicate. This is the way they break up, Skip. They just unfollow each other.
Yep.
We're done.
Instead of communicating and having a sit down, go and whoever Steve Keim, I don't know who the general manager is there, Cliff Kingsbury. If there's something going on, go to Arizona, sit down, talk to him and say, man, this is my problem. I need a better protection. I need this. I need that. Whatever the case may be.
Is it that contract, the 5th year?
Yeah,
option?
right. Skip. I mean, so for me, I just don't get it. What more could the Cardinals do? They've tailored, because he needs to be in a very specific type of an offense.
Agreed.
They tailored the offense. They hired Cliff Kingsbury. Now, that should be a part of the lawsuit. Cliff Kingsbury, I've never seen a guy lose up. He get fired and get a head coaching job. How do you get fired at Texas Tech and get a head coaching job in the NFL? That's another story. We'll talk about that at a time coming near you. Look at that Kyler down the stretch. In the playoff loss against the Rams, 0 to 100 is how they measure QBR. He had an 8.
He did.
He lost 5 of his last 6 starts. The only start that he won, he beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
In his last 6 starts, he had 1 game over 50 QBR. And he demands, I'm confused. I just wish these young people would learn how to communicate. If you got a problem, just go sit down.
Yep.
All this unfollowing, this passive aggressiveness, I was getting that passive aggressive. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to unfollow you. You know what that means. Why you just can't tell me? If there's something I did to upset you, just tell me. Let's talk about it. Man, I'm time out for this.
You know how much I love me some Kyler Murray, and I do not love this. This is a bad look from a young quarterback who did make the Pro Bowl this year. You could debate whether he deserved it or not, and we did.
Yeah.
But I fought for him, and he went, and he played pretty well in the Pro Bowl for what it's worth. And it's not worth much.
I think Mike Evans got his first touchdown catching.
I have no idea what's actually going on here, but this is not the way to do business.
I agree.
And you cannot defend what has happened not 1 year, but 2 straight years where you went like this and then you went like that.
Correct.
And you fell apart because are you not big enough and strong enough to take the beating? Because you just get beaten to a pulp and all of a sudden you lose it down the stretch.
Yes.
And you said, well, we learned from our lessons a year ago. No, you didn't learn from you repeated history. Exactly, you repeated it. And you ended with the biggest thud. What was it, an 8 QBR?
Yeah, he had 8 against the Rams.
He had an 8 QBR. And he looked hopeless and hapless while achieving that 8.
Right.
And I was embarrassed for them, embarrassed for him. Again, Cliff Kingsbury was the greatest thing that could have ever happened to Kyler Murray because he tried to recruit him. He knew him. He believed in him. He propped him up. They went and stole DeAndre Hopkins for him. Now, he didn't have him down the stretch, obviously, and that hurt.
Right.
Because you want to talk about a security blanket. That was maybe the best one in the league as far as just pure security went.
Right.
So can you right the wrong next year if he can stay healthy, D-Hop all the way home?
Well, hell, Kyler needs to stay healthy.
That's the point.
You talking about D-Hop. This is an isolated incident with D-Hop. We haven't seen him miss the kind of time that he missed this year. We've seen Kyler Murray, Skip, every year, and that was my concern. I say, Skip, that is a small man. I said, even if they don't hit him solid, just a 300-pound man falling on a man his size is going to hurt. It's going to take its toll. And plus, a part of his game is running. When you run, they tackle you. You don't get afforded the protection outside of the pocket as you do in the pocket. But whatever is on his mind, I believe he could have gone to the Arizona Cardinals, had a conversation to whom it may concern, and let's try to work out these issues. And if we can't, we can't. But I don't believe this. Really? That's some petty.
It's really petty. And I wonder, because too many of these young stars, especially quarterbacks, fall victim to social media, as in reading their mentions, reading their ads. And I wonder if 2 or 3 negative comments sent him spinning, you know, and he's taking it out on the Cardinals like he's taking it out on everybody.
Right.
Well, if you don't love me, I'm out.
Right.
I'm on the market now.
Yeah,
I'll go play baseball.
He done scrubbed everything.
Yeah.
But if this ain't social media, because when people dating, if you go back and look at their page, like, dang, look at all the pictures he got. Look at all the pictures he got. Go back 1 month later. Hold on, I thought they was what pictures?
Scrubbed.
Hold on, what pictures?
Gone.
That's what he did. He got 2 posts up there. The man had like 1,000 posts. Now he got 2. Come on, Kyler.
Come on, Kyler. He loves to play with the chip on his shoulder, as did Baker, who was before him at Oklahoma. But this is beneath your dignity. You're better than this.
You just have to be really ready to break up with someone when you take all that info off, because no one's going to forget
and
that.
And just guess what? They put it right back up there. 2 weeks later, they put it right back up there. No.
Oh, just kidding. I'm still following you guys. I'll be following his social accounts. I'll keep you guys posted. Will LeBron outduel Giannis tonight?
You know it. Skip, you know it, too.
Just a week after announcing he's stepping away from football, Brady has left the door open for a potential comeback. On his weekly podcast, the 44-year-old GOAT said, quote, "Never say never" when asked if he could return to football, adding, "I feel very good about my decision, but I don't know how I'll feel 6 months from now." So, Skip, what was your reaction when you first heard this early this morning? 2 a.m., you're about to run. What were you thinking?
I did hear this at 2 a.m. And my first thought was, he finally woke up and came to his senses.
Whatever.
It's what I kept saying all last week. He might have had his greatest season ever, and he came off that completely healthy as you could ever hope to be at age 44. No reason to quit now. No reason to go home unless it's just for your family. And I said, if that's it, if that's the reason, if it's family first, I got it. Recommit to your family, I got it. But I told you last week, I don't got it. I can't wrap my head around it because it still feels like, as cold-blooded as I might be sitting here, it feels like a waste of all-time great talent because he's playing at the highest level he's ever played at. Obviously, nobody has ever been more experienced at that position than he is right here, right now.
Correct.
There's no physical reason to stop. I'm sure he could have as great a year at 45 as he had at 44. I believe he could lift whatever team into the playoffs, if not another Super Bowl. Would I be shocked if he came back and won a Super Bowl? I would absolutely not be shocked. So I did first guess this last week because I kept telling you, what is he doing? I don't get it because there was no hint of it at all through the year. He dropped no hints of burning out, I'm beat up, I'm having a harder time just refreshing each week. I can't figure it out. Did he say I'm getting sick and tired of the meetings, of the film study?
Nope.
I can't bounce back anymore. My body's not cooperating. I heard none of that all year. And then bolt out of the blue. What? I get a text from somebody that I know inside the organization, and he said, we'll be pleasantly surprised if he comes back next year. That was the day after they lost. And I was like, what? And then I get another text, no, we'll be pleasantly shocked if he comes back. And then that manifested itself, and yet ESPN had the report, Adam Schefter, Jeff Darlington, and it sort of forced Brady's hand, and then 24 hours later, he's forced to do the IG post, yeah, I'm out, I'm gone. And now he's equivocating. He's back and forth. Every line in this podcast was, I don't think I will, but you never know. I don't think, but you never know what might happen in 6 months. And to me, he sent messages all around the league. I'm open for business again.
No, what I got from that is he's selfish. This isn't about Tom Brady. Nobody has tried to upstage Tom Brady. When Tom Brady had his moment in the Super Bowl, it was about the Super Bowl. Tom Brady knew what he was doing. For someone that says they don't like attention, it damn sure seemed like he loves attention because he knew what this was going to cause. Him uttering those words, yeah, I'm retired, but you never know. Really? If you was this uncertain, no one told you to make this decision after that loss. You kept all this under wrap for the entire season. And you still could have went until March. You could have went until April before you made a final decision. You made this decision. Now you want to upstage. Now somebody else getting a little bit of shine. Tom Brady is not in the Super Bowl. Now he trying to steal that thunder. Man, go sit down.